Thank you all for coming out. Today we get to see if the sun bestows us the 6 more weeks of winter or not. I declare that I do not. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Hello everyone, my name is Kist, and welcome to the winter update. We finally have some brand new content, a lot of good things to actually talk about in Railroads Online. Let's dive into it. The first thing we have to talk about is a DSPMP baggage car. We would normally see these type of cars used, let's say, for mail purposes. In Railroads Online, we are actually going to be using this to transport gold. Let's see if we can go on into it. As you can see, we have what seems to be mail patches or bags, but I think these might be where gold can go in as well. Let's actually go check the freight side. Maybe not. I believe this is where we can see gold of some type. I don't know if the doors open either. Aha, they do. Very nice. This will be a nice complement to the passenger cars we already have in the game, and later on you'll actually see us run a passenger contest for all of us to enjoy and rail fan a little bit too. Next thing we got the DNRG high side gondola. This was a new type of gondola that will be able to transport different ores. We have iron ore, coal ore, and now brand new gold ore for us to transport, and we can use this car. What the baggage car is eventually going to do is just transport our refined gold or gold ingots, which will be very exciting. Then we have a new little West Side Lumberco dump car. It's so cute. Be a nice complement for our porters and the Montezuma when running smaller trains. It's still a little beefy, so maybe the Mosca or some of our bigger tier engines can look okay with this, but it's a little tiny. It's so cute.
It's too cute! It's disgusting!
Enough chit chatter though. These cars are looking so good. I didn't have any issues loading them in or moving them this time, and I'm very excited to actually run a train with them. These cars are the only new rolling stock we have, as in we have one engine that's behind me over there. As you guys know or may not know, it's a class 125. We'll get to that in a second. But these are the only 3 new pieces of rolling stock we actually got for either freight commodity. We don't have passengers yet, but we can kind of simulate this with some friends. Maybe we can get a few people from the Discord server over the next coming days to get in here, and we can just make a nice little train for all of us to enjoy. Now the big daddy, the class 125. This engine has been requested for so long in the community. I think since 2022 it's been requested, and I'm so happy to finally have it in the game. Out of the paint so far, I think I like this rustic, more textured look to it. I think it suits it very well. And some of the other smokestacks I like, but I think this one's nice and proportional. I just like the overall look of it. Its outside frame and all the running gear are so intricate, and they're so fun to look at. It's all very, very nice. If you look at the tender, nice big amount of coal we have. And I just can't wait to actually run this thing. So I think without further ado, without any more anticipation, let's actually jump into the engine here. There we go. You can see now that they did change the driving UI a little bit, as in they got rid of the orange boxes that are surrounding it. To me, this is a very acceptable change. And if you look up here, they added a new feature where we can toggle it on and off. Very, very, very nice. So without further ado, let us get a nice whistle test of this beautiful 3 chime. Now that is cool. I'm sure you guys can hear it as well, but there's a reverb. Oh, that's going to be so nice. They did change the whistle mechanics a few updates ago that it affects over distance, but now I feel like they added reverb back into a very, very nice and acceptable amount. Oh, that sounds so nice. Beautiful. And alrighty, I think without further ado, let us take her for a test drive. I should also note, this is how far the camera will go from it. I just built a nice little sample track. Man, the sounds sound good for this engine. Oh my god. What's happening? Huh. I wonder why it's doing. Oh, do I have the tender brake on? Aha! Silly. There you go. Now we're clicking. So we're at 21. I can tweak the reverser back. Let's see if we can crank up and get some speed. Try to see if changing the UI would help fix it, or if we can keep the whistle going, but apparently not. We're coming up on the refinery, and we're actually reaching 26 miles per hour. I think we can go faster on grades. For sure, that makes sense, because gravity is going to help us. But 26 miles per hour seems to be the speed I just got on that little test run. I am going to be curious to see what other people can come up with, though. Yeah, I think this is now my new favorite engine in the entire game. I love the Porters. I love Little Betsy. This thing is a king. This thing is a beast. One of the new features that they added into the game is the use of dynamic snow. And you can see here I have two 260 moguls, both the coal variety, and one with a snowplow, one without a snowplow. And we're going to test some of the new snow mechanics today. Let's go and press escape, go to options, gameplay, and we are going to go to heavy snow. Not blizzard, but heavy snow. What we'll notice over time is that snow is going to start building up on the ground around us. Let's see, let's go in the third person and wait it out. And awesome. Seems like all the snow around us is done being built up. And what's really fun is John leaves tracks in the snow. This looks so weird, but you know people are going to abuse this. I don't even want to think what people are going to put in the snow now. That's just a scary thought. But let's actually get to the main event. Let's see what happens with no snowplow and a snowplow. In the devlog, Sandy used a snowplow to clear the snow, but we didn't see what happens if we don't have a snowplow. What's going to happen to our train? And I decided on the Mogul because it's one of the more mid-tier or middle to late game engines that you can get. It's relatively cheap for everything else, so I feel like this will be a good locomotive to recently see what happens. So I'm going to put a reverser to 100 so we get the most amount of power, and let's give her a shot. We're going to go full regulator. Interesting. Does it slow down our train at all? Huh. That is rather interesting. I thought this was going to be physics-based as well, but it looks like it's only visual. Let's go backwards. Let's see if it affects anything going backwards. Nope. I think it's just purely... I think it's purely visual. That's a little... That's not the end of the world. It would be funny though, as soon as like it starts snowing, that your train just stopped working, you can't go forward, like you need the snowplow. You can probably hear it in my voice that I am a little saddened by that, because I was hoping it would kind of force us to use the snowplow. But, I mean, to each their own. If you don't want to use the snowplow, I guess now you don't have to. But let's see what happens when we do use a snowplow. awesome if I do say so. We can actually clear the snow off the rails. You can see it's going to build back up over time, but there's even like a little divot from what the snowplow carved out versus just snow on top of the tracks here. Oh, that's awesome. I wonder with time though, is it going to build back up? It is, look at that. Or is it just filling in my tracks? Huh, I don't know. For sure, we can actually use the snowplow to have a semi-function. You don't need it to actually run your trains through the snow, but it does add to the realism so you just don't have snow-laid tracks the entire time. Another cool thing that I'm going to notice now, or point out now, my bad, is when you change the weather back, the snow will dissolve because of the warmer temperatures, but it's just all white. It's just so pretty, and just makes everything, just changes the whole scenery. This really changes the game. I want to throw one suggestion. If they're throwing out dynamic weather, one thing that could be a possibility is seasonal weather. So we can see we're in autumn, so snow or colder temperatures might be more expected. And when we get to summer, maybe we can see things like a drought or different things, more weather related that I'm trying to get at. But slowly but surely the snow is melting away and our beautiful terrain is coming back to us. This will be one of the best features they added into the game just for the world ambiance. Credit to you, Roads Online. One more thing I forgot to mention was the fact that the new engine, the Class 125, is the strongest engine in the game. You have to go to the locomotive tab and look at some of its specs. It has 28,000 tractive effort. Compared to the last engine added, that's almost 10,000 more tractive effort than the last engine. But notice the price. We have 7,000 versus 20,000. This engine is very powerful, it's very strong, and it's decently fast. This thing will be a price to get. This thing is going to be so hard to get, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. See? It agrees. Transferring to something a little bit different, I actually want to look at the world, the new map. So for those who don't know, Aurora Falls is bigger than both Lake Valley and Pine Valley combined. Pine Valley and Lake Valley are both 4 kilometers by 4 kilometers, a total of 16 square kilometers. So between the two of them, they are 32 square kilometers in total area. Aurora Falls is 36 square kilometers in total area. This thing is huge. And one thing I wanted to go do is I want to go check out some locations on the map. Maybe we can find some Easter eggs or some little things. But I actually want to go check out all these new gold industries. So let's go all the way over here to the left and visit the Dredge. And welcome to the Dredge, everybody. For those of you who don't know, this is basically like a floating gold mine. It was used around lakes or just bodies of water. You can think like a pontoon boat, but it mines gold. Stupid bush. The other thing to note about this new update is a lot of the industries have brand new animations. The coal mine, the iron mine, a little bit they had animations. The coal mine for sure had one animation, but a lot of these new places you'll see is they actually have new animations that are very aesthetic to watch. You can see here it's just scooping up gold and it's moving. I didn't see this, but it's moving left and right, just scooping up gold. Look at that. The other industries I know we can go into, I don't think we can go into this one. We can just look inside it very briefly. Is there any other Easter eggs? But you can see here it's expelling all its content. This is all dirt through the sloughs, and the gold is going to be piled up here. This is raw gold ore, I think. Yeah, I think this is where, there it goes, gold ore. So right here we can load gold into our hoppers. It's going to require pipes, coal, and tools to operate. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. I think I'm getting gold fever. I will take a minute to really quickly talk about the gold industry chain. I'll flash a picture from the official Roads Online posts in their website about the gold industry. We have 2 sources of gold ore that we can take. We can take it from the gold mine or the dredge. The dredge is located in the valley, not on the mountain range. The gold mine is located on the mountain range at the highest point, so it's a little harder to get to. So the dredge is a little bit easier to get to and deliver from. Followed by the stamp mill. Next, I believe, is the gold smelter. Then to the Railway Express Agency. There we'll be able to deliver all of our gold ingots or refined gold back in exchange money. You'll get $7,000 per car of gold that you deliver. That means in 3 gold cars you can buy the new Class 125. We're trying to look at some of the new industries that they added. Here is the gold mine in all its glory. I believe it's bigger than both the iron mine and the coal mine, and I'm just really impressed by how this looks. And there's a tree. There's another tree. So this one's a little bit more expensive, but I have a feeling that there's going to be more gold ore per tick with this. While we're up here, since we're on probably the highest point or the highest plane in the entire map, I want to take a look at the map. Can't really see too much past that next ridge, but maybe we'll go over there and take a look at the map. This nice, beautiful flowing river. It's probably really cold down there. I believe we can actually use this river to climb up into this area, because if the water's flowing down, as you can see on the map, this should probably be one of the better places. Or if you follow the ridge lines. I know what they did. The ridge lines here are going to be the key to build up into this new area. You can go behind the dredge or from the dredge. You can go all the way through this ridge. You can go behind it this way. Or you can follow the river path down here. It'll be very, very exciting. And we finally arrive at the gold smelter, the new smeltery. However, there is somebody here waiting for us. Dale? Wait a minute. Dale! He's been missing for like 30 years. He's just been chilling in Alaska the entire... Brother, wow. So as we're looking around the perimeter of the new smelter, you'll see that it intakes refined gold and will output gold ingots. And on the back side, we actually have the fuel source. It's going to take coal to actually operate. But with its limited numbers, only 150 enter, 110 out, and then another 150 coal in, this is going to be a hungry monster. There's one more place we need to go visit. Actually, two more places. So let's go check them out real quickly. And I think we can call it a wrap. Next up, the stamp mill, where we're going to take our gold ore to be processed just a little bit and refined into smaller chunks, eventually to be smelted down into gold ingots. We can actually go inside this building, and what we'll find is, one, a lot of noise, but a lot of animation going on. I think we can climb up here. Aha. So you can see our gold is going to be loaded in, dispensed, crushed. Out down here. It's gonna be crushed, sent down, and I think just eventually refined and fragmented into those precious pieces without any contamination. This is just so fun to look at. This thing is dangerous, it's intimidating, but I actually love being in here. It sounds so cool. Whoa, what? Oh. Oh. Oh no, there's gotta be some way to abuse this. Now you know, people. I don't know if this is gonna be like a big thing, but oh, there has to be something. Can you get on here? No, you can't. It's only the wheels. Whoa. Very cool, very interesting. Our outputs are gonna be refined gold. I think it also takes cordwood. That's what I'm gonna guess here. No, that's exactly what it is. No, just don't listen to me. Oh, great, and coal. That's gonna be great and fun. Alright, we got one more place to check out. Let's go. And well, the final destination for the gold industry chain, a rail express agency station. This one's modeled after the station in Silverton, Colorado, and unlike all the other buildings, it actually has an interior. Well, not like all the other buildings. A lot of the gold buildings actually have interiors like this one here, and it's very nice. I hope this will be a bed for passengers to come eventually. Even though this may be a freight station or a freight depot, I hope we get passenger service at some point as well. And also, we had Dale, now Richard, he's here. My lost brothers, reunited at last. Hey there, buddy, it's okay, it's okay. Then the final icing to the cake, Aurora Borealis. This doesn't have to be season specific. As long as you're in the night and in the northern half of the map, which is the snow part, we can see Aurora Borealis in the sky, and it is mesmerizing. There are some other things that they did to help the game itself. They got rid of the stuttering in multiplayer. However, I feel like it's still going to depend on the hardware of your PC. If it's lower end and you need to run on low graphics, you still might expect some inconsistencies, I will say, with your gameplay, and that's just because the hardware is very demanding to actually run this game. Another thing is they got rid of the orange box on the UI, which is a nice quality of life feature, and just some little necks here and there that you can find in the patch notes below. Alrighty everyone, if I missed anything important, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear you guys' feedback and what you guys are thinking about the update so far. And while you're here, maybe consider liking, subscribing, and ringing the notification bell so you don't miss another video of mine. Whenever it comes out, you can be there to watch it as soon as possible. Alrighty everyone, my name is Kist, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye. So, just had some slight issues with my microphone, which scared the crap out of me. But we're currently a minute out. We're going to see the update dropped a minute early. And I think it did. I think it's about to be go time. Oh, there it is. Here we go. We got the update. Let's go.